At a fight, and they've got a significant amount of quality across the roster. Nanterre, last man out, the veteran, 32 years old, 2-meter undersized center, but gets it done week in, week out. Home team, Telekom Baskets Bonn.
Positiv denken, rausgehen, kämpfen und siegen. Hier kommt unser Team, das Team der Telekom Baskets Bonn. Mit der Nummer 1 heute der königlichen Maskottche.
Well, it was a tough start to the regular season, a loss at home to Ostend. A tough loss away in Poland after that. And then they were getting closer and closer. Got the 2-point loss at home to Nürnberg. That's really going to hurt them as this competition develops. And then came up with a big 6-point away win over Aris. It's one of the toughest places in European basketball to win. So that shows the progress this team has made since they came through qualification against Kadia Basket to win comfortably by 24 points over 2 legs. And they've found a real star in Malcolm Hill. Guy can literally score for fun. And now the whole roster pretty much returned to full strength. And this is a defining game for me for this Bonn lineup. Quality Nanterre lineup that would go top if they get the win. But Bonn, after their improved performances, are in great shape to sort of get momentum going in their regular season campaign. So a real defining moment for the home team. Need to get the win, need to get themselves on track. We're going to look at the starting lineups in a moment. But before that, here's the third team on the floor. Mr. Pusandis, Sharpa, and Bojanic from Greece, Belarus, and Montenegro, respectively. So important they are, a team on the floor, and it's a real, should we say, it's a real development in many ways about how great the communication is between officials. That ensures consistency across the crew. They have great support, great backup from FIBA in really getting an overall increase in quality in the officiating, same as everywhere else on the floor. Here's the starting lineup for Nanterre. Shafatsik, Schuler, Konate, Murphy, who's inserted from last week into the starting lineup. And Abdul Aminu completes the lineup. So you've got to say 4 of the starters that normally show up. Murphy's had a great few weeks. Big-time scores, big scores in the French league across the last few weeks. But who can forget the performance of Jamal Schuler last week when he literally just responded to a big challenge from Ostend and really did carry his team to their 1-point win. Starting lineup for Telekom Baskets Bonn: Bartolo, Jurisic and Gamble, Ileo and Mayo. The normal scenario, Malcolm Hill coming off the bench. Jurisic, to me, is a big, big factor. The 2-meter 3 power forward, the Montenegrin, for coach Predrag Klunic, has got to have an impact. Hasn't been available across this Basketball Champions League season for the whole of the season. Has only played 4 of the games, but he played in the first 2 in terms of the qualification games. But when he's out there, nearly 28 minutes, 10 points a game, 6 boards, nearly 3 assists, really does make a contribution. And I think Nanterre will have an issue containing him at that power forward spot. Well, that matchup, interesting to see where Nanterre go to try and guard Jurisic. Will it be Eric Murphy? That may be the reason for the change. Or will they go a little bigger and Alade Aminu may guard him? But that then does give some options about who guards Julian Gamble. So, as you'd expect in Basketball Champions League, lots of things to build into any strategy. And you've got two great exponents of the coaching art. So Nanterre, really with some momentum. Chance to go joint top of the group against Bonn at the other end of the group. But you really have the feel that the last few weeks Bonn have really turned the corner and making the adjustment to Basketball Champions League action.
Basketball Champions League, die Telekom Basketball gegen Nanterre 92. Los geht's!
Well, welcome everybody, wherever you're joining us from. We're underway here in Bonn, and Nanterre in the green uniform will get a first look at the offensive end. And Shafadzic will get to know Ron Curry very well, or Josh Mayo very well by the end of the game. Shooter slips. Deep three is no good. Kanate, great work by Aminu, by a block though. Aminu went up a little weak, and Julian Gamble gets a piece, and Bonn in transition. Big step, excellent finish on the far side of the ring for Josh Mayo. On both ends of the floor, Mayo's come to play. Back in transition, picks up Shafadzic. And Shafadzic has it again. Mayo trying to make a statement. Goes over the pick, Aminu on the roll. In the lane, off the glass, doesn't get the drop. And you've got to say, first two head-to-heads on the inside. Julian Gamble gets the first positive over Alade Aminu. Josh Mayo in the half court. Looks to flare off the screen, doesn't get a look of it. DeLeo needs a pass, finds one. Gamble. Rasic, great attack, little ball fake in the lane, gets the two. Nemanja Jurisic, that's exactly what we're talking about before the game. Really does, is a handful. Can put it on the floor, has good three-point range, and really is one of those factors that Bonn were missing in the first couple of games of the regular season. Here's Schuler. Murphy thinks about letting the three go, gets it back to Schuler. 5 on the possession. Schuler pulls up for the tough three, way short. And Nanterre at the moment, a little static in the half court. Tony DeLeo will get things going for Bonn. Jurisic thinks about it, goes inside. Gamble has it. 5 on the possession, tries to go to work. And it's fouled, and as you can see, with 1 second on the possession, Aminu losing that battle on points at the moment. I'm not actually sure if Julian Gamble really realized where he was on the shot clock, but he gets a new full team. And Josh Mayo will inbound the basketball. DeLeo out top. That's 3 screens to get Mayo free. Gets his feet set for 3. Can't get it to drop. Gamble's all over the offensive boards. Needs a pass, finds a pass. Just. DeLeo. 5 on the possession. Takes the long 3 and is no good. Defensive rebound is Aminu. And Shafadzic will have a look at his half-court options. Shafadzic gets in the lane, will kick. Aminu steps back, faces up for 2, doesn't get the drop. Murphy's on the glass, can't get the putback unless he comes down with a defensive rebound. And we're 3 minutes in, and Nanterre have knocked it over. Great pass. Gamble's blocked from behind, though. Nanterre with numbers, 5 on 4. Just got to find the open man. Murphy with the 3. Got it. Great transition basketball for Nanterre, and Murphy just gave a nice angle at the second trail, knocked down the 3, and Nanterre off and running. Aminu starts to level up that battle on the inside with Gamble. Mayo just about recovers it. The glass for 2 is good for Julian Gamble. Nanterre turned over. Bartolo with his first action on the stat sheet. Jurisic really does give some stability. Murphy's got a handful. Inside out, Delo for three. Short. Very deep three. Schuler yet to find his rhythm. A little bounce pass. Nice lead pass. Aminou goes up. Will draw the contact, go to the free throw line. Nice little pass by Jamal Schuler. Just let Aminou to the ring. Konate sits. And Talam Pedaway joins the game. Aminou makes the first. And he'll sit. Nanterre will get into the rotations early. Johan Passav Dictel steps in. The veteran will definitely bring energy to the glass. Jurisic puts it on the floor, steps back, nowhere to go. Baseline cut. It's inside to Gamble. Off the glass for two. Nice little interchange. Jurisic, such a heady basketball player. Jurisic just made it for Gamble, but Gamble had a lot to do. Shooter with a floater for two. Pretty move. Well, both teams clicking into offensive rhythm right now. Delio will reverse it. Jurisic will move it on. Jurisic feet set for three. Is long defensive rebound. And Passav Dictel gets it. Schuler attacks it in transition, draws contact. If you don't contain him, he will go at you. Sort advantage, found advantage, then draws contact. Halfway through the first quarter, and Nanterre have settled into some much better rhythm now. Pedaway will move it on. Schuler got a whistle on the play. Didel will sit. Ron Curry steps in. Schuler off the screen, needs a pass. Murphy wide open for three. Second three of the night for Eric Murphy. Just brings that domestic form into the Basketball Champions League. Goes 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Sweet touch. Jurisic gets a touch most times down the floor, goes strong. Second move, draws contact. And Murphy just walked into his space a little bit. And Jurisic will go to the free throw line. Murphy's trying to explain it to the official, but Jurisic's first is good. He's only a 60% free throw shooter across the Basketball Champions League season, but collects both. We have a new ball game, 10 apiece. The two goes to the left hand, gets the drop. That's why at an undersized big, he gets it done. Really does use the ring to protect it, gets great angles on the glass. Bartolo outside will move it on. Josh Mayo tries to get a little separation. Gamble will dive. Jurisic, great looking pass, but Gamble just can't handle it. Pedaway, quick release in transition. Watch out. Petaway's in the game. You know things are going to happen, good, bad, or indifferent. Just buries the three. 5-point advantage for Nanterre after they trailed early. Ron Curry thinks about the three, gives Gamble a little touch. Tries to go to work, far side of the ring, left hand off the glass for two. So Bartola sits as Martin Bruning. Bruning steps in. Farsic just about gets it. Petaway deep with no time. Oh! Knocks it down for him deep with no time on the possession. And Petaway has just announced himself in the game. 4 from 6 from the three for Nanterre. 0 for 4 from Bonn. And there's the difference in the game. Mayo off the high screen. Great look. Joshik on the inside for two. Great execution. Solid. Nanterre has it on the inside, goes up with the left hand for two. Tough finish, and the veteran made it look easy. Inside, outside, quick release on the three is long. Petaway, he's just exploded. Can't make the layup. Jussis comes down with a defensive rebound. Nice handle, gets it off. Deep, puts it on the floor. Great hands by Passard Duterre. Shafatzik has it, has no numbers, needs a pass. Finds one. Duterre going to work. Oh, he's going to travel. Little hop. I think he got a little carried away. Bonn take the timeout. Probably just need to settle down a little.
Hey, it's not friendly game. It's not friendly game. Let's go, more aggressive, more physical, more foul, more physical game. And say, go over there to aggressive, really finish aggressive, go for dunk every time. Open, open, good three side. In the momentum, good three side, good spacing, good movement. Look at them, inside them, or open shot of our game. Hello, right? Okay, make so small, like this. Go. Hey, Chavo. Let's go, guys, let's go.
You struck me all night long, and the basket stands team. Dankeschön.
Well, after the Bonn timeout, Klein steps into the game. Konstantin Klein, two guard. Inside the three-point line, the long two is no good. Defensive rebound is hauled in, and Schuler would advance the basketball last minute of the first. I mean, and they just about recover it because Malcolm Hill just couldn't retain possession. Hill makes a belated entry. Schuler with a tough step back, can't get it to drop. Konstantin Klein comes down with a defensive rebound, gives it up. And there'll be a foul on the play. Schuler will be charged with the personal.
Das Foul geht gegen Nanterre Nummer 7, Jamal Schuler. Erstes Foul, first person.
Klein, second step goes through and one. Tough, big second step for Klein. Just so decisive on the drive. Gets the contact, takes that second step. Tough finish off the glass. Bonn needed someone else to get going, and Klein obliges. Chance to cut it to a 3-point game, which he does. Fay gets Nanterre into the half court. Petaway in the lane, kicks, Konate, extra pass. 4 on the possession, they take the tough 3 and does not catch any iron. Fay with the air ball. Trying to hold for the last shot. There's around a 1 second differential. Curry in the lane, little floater, doesn't get it to go. We're gonna wipe it off, because that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. There's confirmation after a bright start, where they led by as many as 6. Telekom Baskets Bonn trail 17-20 against Nanterre, as Nanterre try to take it to the top of the group. Well, Nanterre with a unimpressive 38% from 2, but have more than made up for that with 57% from the 3. Bonn, well, to say they're cold from the 3-point line is an understatement, but they haven't really got anything in rhythm. They've all been tough shots. Well, the Telekom Dome here in Germany. Good crowd in this evening. Well over, well, it's probably about 60-70% full. Well, Nemanja Jurisic really did live up to the billing before the game, but this man, Turan Petaway, came off the bench and just exploded. Well, Nanterre have the 3-point lead. Bonn have the possession. And Hill out top, moves it on. Quick release for Curry. In rhythm. Knocks down the 3, and we're tied at 20. Straight off the bat in this second quarter. Shafatsik back in Germany will get it into the half court. Great pass. Aminu going to work. Little jump hook, gets the roll. Curry. We'll find Jasinski, who moves it on. Klein outside, we've got a whistle underneath. Klein looks to turn the corner, finds Curry, attacks the baseline. Well, he got the shot up, but defensively, it's great work by Nanterre. Invernizzi starts the second quarter, has started the majority of games for Nanterre. Third year with this program for Hugo Invernizzi. Well, they get it away at the end of the possession, and they come down with a rebound. Klein with his feet set this time. You get so rewarded for hard work. Back-to-back threes at the start of this second quarter for Bonn, and they just outwork people on the glass. Safacic moves it on. Nanterre looks at his first step, gets cut off, will get the handoff. Aminu in the block. Turnaround jump shot off the glass is no good. Malcolm Hill comes down with it and brings it. A little shake. Always wants to attack you, always looking to score. Klein, nice pass. Oh, Jurisic just blew it. Sorry, Brunig just blew it. Great execution by Bonn. And Brunig just missed the easiest of easiest bunnies. At the ring. Well, half and halved it. Was he going to throw it down? Was he going to just lay it up? Was he going to use the glass in the end? Absolutely in between everything. Safacic off the two screens. Schuler, nice lift for three is no good. Great work by Safacic, but Curry hunts it down. Hill's on the races for two. Malcolm Hill opens the personal account. And this is a true game of momentum swings already. Schuler off the handoff, goes inside on the pick and roll. And Amin finishes the play. Nice game brewing here. Evenly matched, but both teams tough to guard. And it's not being Martin Brunig's moment at this stage of the game. Wide open underneath. Konstantin Klein thought he was the option. But I think everybody, including myself, thought he was pulling up to shoot the basketball. Safacic into the half court. Schuler will break out, has a look at his options. Nanterre will come to collect. Oh, turnover, chance to run, 4-on-2 break if they commit. But they don't. And they've completely come up empty. Turnover in transition. Schuler, feet set for three. Count those. Bonn had the chance to go down. 4-on-2, turn it over. And Schuler just makes them pay. Hill outside will come off the screen. Fills the double team. Nice find. Curry lines up the three for himself. He's short. Aminu comes down with it. Schuler in transition. Doesn't like the numbers. Invernizzi, feet set for three. Count those. Great response by Nanterre to Bonn's positive start to the second quarter. Bonn take the timeout. And, well, you heard in one of the earlier timeouts, Coach Klunic just does not think this team is playing hard enough. And you can get as technical as you want. That pretty much sums it up. Soft in transition. Too many easy options. Let's take a listen.
the ball. Open, it's 3 up. 3 up. Listen, sure. First that you get the ball, Malcolm. You get the ball. Here. Joue.
Hugo, il souffle un peu. On le fait Jamal et Hugo. Ok, mets-toi dans le corner. Jamal. Donc, toi qui joues top-down avec Hugo. Allez.
Well, after the timeout, Bonn will have the possession. So important. 6 minutes to go in the half. Come down, get something you want after the timeout. Hill was the entry, he has it. We'll move it on. Mayo restored to the lineup. Really nowhere to go. Mayo, little hesitation, just about gets it away and drops the 2. Literally just in time, Josh Mayo. The answer in the gym calls that one exactly right. Imanisi, open for 3 off the flare, is no good. Defensive rebound, chance to run, numbers down the floor. They go lob to Gamble, he's fouled as the help comes. So Nanterre, job is not to go still there, just containment. Hill out top. Nice matchup with Nanterre. Wow, the pass was there, but if you're not on the same page, you're not going to actually connect. Jadinski could have stepped in. Hill could have decided not to pass. Those 2 things would have resulted in no turnover. Nanterre, chance to build on the 3-point lead halfway through the second period. Shifatsik will find Konate. Quick hands by Hill. Schuler. Again, quick hands. Down to 5. Schuler's got to go up. But they're not going to get it away. That won't count. Well, I said that he got it away. Shifatsik with a new 14. Even easy. Again, if you work harder than your opponent. Schuler has to take another prayer and he's fouled. Who'd be a coach at that point in time? What were they thinking? And that's how it makes you feel. What on earth was Josh Mayo thinking? Or was it Ron Curry? I think it's Ron Curry. And Ron Curry will sit. Drusik comes back. Kaczynski and sits, and Bartolo comes in. Probably the most productive offensive lineup that Bonn have on the floor now. 4.5 minutes to go in this first half. And Schuler makes a second. 5-point game for the French club. Drusik sets it to Hill. 5 on the possession. Hill's got a lot of options here. Great defense by Konate. Hill in the lane, though. Great defense. Absolute out of the top draw by Lahu. Konate's defense. Imanisi puts it on the floor, left-handed, needs a pass, finds one. Konate with the 3 is short. Chance to run, and Bonn have numbers. Drusik. Oh, throw that one down on the break. I wouldn't say push the elevator button, but he used the heavy gear to lift, and he gets above the ring and throws it down. Konate outside the three-point line, assesses what he has. Aminu attacks after the inside-outside. Shafacic, quick down and release. Shows the German fans what he's done in the past for the German national team. Shafacic takes his first and makes his first from the line. Mayo, nice rhythm to the game right now. Bartolo attacks it in the lane, a little hesitant. And will pick up the foul, trying to recover the missed shot. Three is no good, and this is on the glass, comes up with it, finds Shafacic off the screen. Hesitation, goes upstairs to Aminu, comes down and finishes the play. Nice pass by Shafacic, just looped it over the defense. And Nanterre with their biggest lead of the game, 8 points with 2:30 to go in a first half that they've really, after, as I say, slow start, have really dominated. Mayo finds Jurisic. Puts it on the floor, goes right, needs it off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Defensive rebound is Pedaway, he takes off. Hesitation, finds himself under the three-point line. Shafacic looks at his options. Will take the ball screen. 10 on the possession. Pedaway from deep. And hasn't had enough Weetabix this morning. Throws the air ball up, plenty of time on the shot clock. The Leo returns. Important for Bonn. Stay competitive here. Stay in it going into the halftime locker room. Malcolm Hill has not had a lot of touches. For a guy averaging 21 points a game, spent most of his time where he is at the moment. On the weak side away from the ball, outside the three-point line. Turnover. Nanterre have a chance to make this a double-digit lead. Put away. Julia Vigens. They're up 11 with 1:30 to go. And Pedaway has been immense off the bench. 9 personal, all from beyond the arc. Gamble has it down low. Backs him in, goes up with a jump hook for 2. And when they slow down and getting in there, they have really been productive. Timeout for Nanterre. They lead it 40-31 on the road here in Bonn. And they're putting together a hell of a first half. Nanterre take the timeout.
You help Chaman. If they want, they put the pressure on defense. Help him. Okay, hey, on attack.
For that after timeout now. Go first, that we control the rebound, and after that, just go hit him with fist down. Hit him fist down with good screen. Joe, if you go under, re-screen again, but make good screen. Good open, look at open 4 men here. George, shoot this triangle.
Shooting fast, guys. Nanterre, noisy basket.
Well, Nanterre haven't let their loss in the Pro A League in France dent their rhythm or confidence. They lost a tough one away, 90-86 in Toulon. Shafacic was hot on the game, 18 points personal, but haven't really missed a beat in terms of Basketball Champions League action. Schuler off the screen, moves it on. Nizzi fires Konate, puts it back into an Zizi inside, outside. Konate with a 3 is no good. Defensive rebound. Jurisic leads the break. Little hesitation. Quick hands by Schuler. And Jurisic got to think about giving it up right there. Pedaway, Mr. Instant Offense tonight. All Petaway on the dribble. Takes the tough turnaround and is fouled again. The second real mental breakdown for Bonn. That was Petaway inside that they fouled. And they fouled earlier on the three-point attempt. They're not making life easier for themselves. Gamble just wanting too much. And a good call again by the official. Petaway, first guy in double digits for Nanterre. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Malcolm Hill looking a little disinterested on the perimeter. Does not get touches. Now he has it back. Skips it. Jusic open for three. Is off. Hill keeps it alive, but Konate comes down with it. And Nanterre will try and underline this first half performance. Will take the last shot. Schuler is fouled, but Bonn had a foul to give. Leo picks up foul number 2. Ebenezi's got to put it up, gets it away, and then count it. Composed, gets himself balanced. Uses his friend called the back ball, kisses it off the glass. And we have reached half time, and apart from a few nervy minutes at the start of this game, Nanterre looked like a top of the table team, and Bonn looked like a team with only one record in the win column. Ebenezy gets balanced, clock runs down, ball is gone, kisses it off the glass for 2. There's confirmation. Nanterre on the road, looking to go joint top of Group D, have a 44-31 advantage over Telekom Baskets Bonn. Statistically, Nanterre really have stepped it up in that second quarter. 54% from 2, 44 from 3. And Bonn made the early three-pointers in that second quarter, but have really struggled subsequently. That's a great number for Nanterre. 14 assists. That's equated for over half their points are off assists. Great care of the basketball, only 3 turnovers. A typical Nanterre performance. And these highlights that we're going to get into in a moment after we see the game leaders. Petaway, 11 off the bench. Has been a real shot in the arm for Nanterre. Really has been an energy giver to the French club. Well, these highlights are going to clearly show that Nanterre, after a very slow start, Josh Mo gets the first 2 points of the game. Led 6-0, did Bonn. And they stopped attacking in transition. And they settled for threes. Jusic early in the game, again, penetration, we talked about it at the time. Attack this defense. If there's space to get into, get in it. And they got a lot of positive out of their aggression. Well, Murphy silenced the crowd with the first 3 points for Nanterre, and from that point on, their offense was sweet, really did click into action. It was a 3-point game at the end of 1, with Nanterre with a 20-17 point advantage. They've just knocked down 24 points in that second quarter, whereas Bonn have slowed up. So only come down with the full team and find themselves on the wrong end of a 13-point margin. Schuler really did lead by example. The American leads the scoring for the program at 6 assists of the full team, nearly half his team's assists from the hands of Jamal Schuler. So they establish that lead, then they build on it, move the ball really well. TL came off the bench, and the veteran gave serious contribution. And throughout the whole of the first half, the more aggressive that Bonn were, the more reward they got. Malcolm Hill, you saw pass the ball, get the assist. Surprisingly quiet for their leading scorer. He's only taken 3 shots, has 2 points. Expect that to change as this game develops. Well, we'll leave you with the rest of these highlights. We'll be back in around 10 minutes to see if Bonn can get the win at home, something they've failed to do so far in the Basketball Champions League, or will Nanterre go joint top of Group D? We'll see you shortly. Well, welcome back to Bonn. Both teams out on the floor. But this team from Nanterre really are building some momentum in the Basketball Champions League. The 1-point win at home last week against the resurgent Ostend. And they've come here, and after a slow start against Bonn, and Bonn really did have some good signs in that early start. After a good start, Nanterre have just taken over in every aspect of this game. They really do. They really have stamped some authority. They've 14 assists. They've shot the three-point shot incredibly well, 44%. Take very, very good care of the ball. Only 3 turnovers to Bonn's 7. Defense has always been Coach Donatieu's big thing, and they've built their biggest lead of the game. Contributions off the bench, 20 points off the Nanterre bench. Now, Turan Pedouet is responsible for 11 of those and leads the scorers, but it's been a very, very impressive performance by Nanterre. But Telekom Basketball, when they were the aggressor, when they actually put the ball on the floor and attacked the ring and then shared it, they got a lot of joy. But it's down the defensive end. You heard Coach Klunic in the timeouts talking really quite forcibly about this has got to be a more physical performance by his team. The mystery for me really is Malcolm Hill, the leading scorer for this team with nearly 21 points a game. Hill, in 13 minutes of basketball, has only taken 3 shots. Finds himself, with Jurisic in the game, finds himself away from the basketball a lot. Finds himself on the weak side. The ball doesn't get to him, so he can't really exploit the closeouts as he's done in previous games. So it's something that you would hope, if you're a Bonn fan, you see rectified during this second half. Just about ready to go then. Third quarter. Basketball Champions League action, Group D. Bonn will have to come back from 13 down to get their second win and prevent Nanterre joining Besiktas at the top of Group D. Across in Group D action, Besiktas obviously got the win earlier on this evening at home by 22 over Aris to confirm their status as the leading team in this group at the moment. Here's Schuler though. Goes inside to Aminou, takes the long 2 and just catches nothing but string. Nice looking stroke, Aladi Aminou. He's 30 years old now. But the centre using that experience to very good effect. 15-point game on the back of that 2. Bartolo needs a pass. Leo looks down low. Jurisic, who gets another touch, sweeps it through. Murphy tries to hold his space and does so successfully. Jurisic has to take a tough 2. And there's the difference again. Ball gets stuck. Nowhere to go. Shafarczyk on the quick release. Does not get it to drop. If you're thinking that maybe not the best shot in the world, Shafarczyk has made a living out of the 3-point line. Here's Mayo. We'll move it on. Jurisic again. Ball gets a little stuck. Leo goes inside. Gamble. Very pedestrian-like on the ball movement. Hasn't moved the defense at all. Mayo. Great closeout. Shafarczyk out of the top draw. Great read of the play. Like a sprinter on the closeout. Forced the fake and took time out of it. And Mayo just threw up a prayer, nowhere to go. So both ends of the floor, Nanterre making a statement at the start of 3. Shafarczyk, who looks incredibly comfortable. Gets it back. Takes the ball screen, looks inside, floats it to Aminou underneath the hoop, inside, outside. Got to go up. Another inside out. Schüler from halfway. And they literally just ran out of time. The ball didn't get stuck. They faced a decent defensive series from Bonn. They kept everything in front of them. Jurisic again, looking down low on the lateral pick. Gamble spins to the inside, gets the 2. Again, taking it deep into the gut of that Nanterre defense. Proves positive for Bonn. Shifatzik puts it on the floor, and Mayo just gets a little bit too tight. Wraps the pass, Jurisic ball fake, Shifatzik again. Gets a piece of it and turns it over. Very, very disciplined by Yoman Abatolo. Did not want to get into a reaching for it. Chance for Bonn to eat into the 13-point advantage. Got a whistle away from the basketball. Gamble again. Now where he's been strong, if he goes to work, he has been successful. And then he draws the contact and he'll go to the free throw line. Aminu picks up the personal. And Gamble again gets positive results out of being strong in the post. Let's go a little quicker if we're going to be picky. Aminu's going to sit, picking up his second foul early in the third. Johan Passav Ductier steps in. Ductier, well, he won't want for experience, always gets it done for his team. Gamble, this is the front end. Well, that's a positive outcome for Gamble. Shooting under 40% so far in the Champions League. Goes 1 for 2. Schüler, nice pass. Murphy, little floater in the lane for 2. And Eric Murphy, well, you've seen when people get comfortable in lineups, as this Basketball Champions League season has developed, he is becoming very comfortable in this lineup. Gamble again. Keep going to the well. You know, milk it as much as you can as he gets another 2. That's 5 in a row for Julian Gamble. Murphy outside, finds Schüler. Schüler needs a pass, drops it to Ductier. Schüler, get it in the book. Feet set, inside, outside, strokes it, knocks it down. Short foul line jump shot is no good for Bartolo. He really is struggling offensively this evening. Still to trouble the scorer. Jurisic is fouled, has to be unsportsmanlike. And Jurisic stays down. Yeah, that's not a basketball action. Yeah, it's straight across, both arms. There's no way that's an action. Yeah, it took everything. The referee had to think about it a little bit, because you could argue he was making a play for the ball, but I think you're stretching it a little bit if you do. He picks himself up, 2 to come, and possession. Schüler picks up foul number 2. And Jurisic has to go because the trainers come on. So Nanterre should So Bonn should just roll out their best free throw shooter. And as they do, Malcolm Hill finds himself on the free throw line. Makes the first. Well, Jersey sitting down, it's going to be a worry, but getting Hill into the game and getting him active and productive could be a real asset. 4 personal for Hill. Remind you, averaging nearly 21 a game. Josh Mayo will take the gamble screen, puts it on the floor, rips it through, is fouled as he went strong. You can't say this enough about Bonn. When they're aggressive, when they're very decisive, they are being rewarded. Ducté picks up the personal. Gamble's free throw journey is back on the line. And there you can see why Gamble shoots under 40%. Sometimes you worry about guys, you know, you can make yourself a 60% free throw shooter. And it's just a case of getting in the gym and work at it. You might not make yourself a 100% free throw shooter, but being down at 40% makes you a liability. Konate needs a pass. Shafarczyk gives him one. Shafarczyk's so quick on his first step. He's making that first step before you even know it. Ducté going to work, left hand off the glass for 2. And Nanterre, you still feel as though they've got too much control on this game. Bonn have got to find a way of changing the shape of it. Nice find. Hill lines up the 3 in the book, and 1. Malcolm Hill needs the basketball. Has to be involved, has to be an option for Bonn. Just knows how to score. Chance to close this to an 11-point game. Put away with a very poor foul. This crowd looking for something to excite now, looking for some momentum in the game. Shafarczyk moves it on. Shoot, a quick release for Nanterre is off, no good. Bartolo comes down with a rebound. Hill has it, nice pass, wide open for 3, is short. Great work, Bartolo goes back up, can't get it to drop. Good signs though for Bonn as they try and build themselves back into the game. Great rotation by Hill. Numbers down the floor for Bonn. Bartolo. I cannot believe. They come up empty again. 4-on-1, they've come up empty in there. Now they're 4-on-2. And Bartolo, Hill got in his way a little, but Bartolo, I have no idea where he felt he was going. Nanterre take the timeout. It's getting a little messy for them. Time to talk it over.
Let's get a long right and run it the right way, man. Qualité du pick and roll. Quality of the screen. Okay? Hey, chaud. On va jouer 5. On va le faire pour Eric. Eric, tu vas te mettre ici. Let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, team.
Das Foul gibt es gegen Nummer 1 von Nanterre. One. Third person.
Mayo has it. Gamble will dive, doesn't get a look. Wide open for three again. Up empty. Hill does a great job on the glass. DeLeo's got to knock down open shots. That's 0 for 2, wide open. Good ball movement by Bonn. Coming up empty from beyond the arc. Hill keeps him alive. Hill back on the free throw line. He's having a big impact. Having come in when Jurisic was injured, as we thought it might, because the ball was getting a little stuck. As good as Jurisic is, the ball was getting a little stuck with him, should we say. Indonesia comes up with it. Shafadzic gets it up, deep on the shot clock. Great work. Tremendous presence of mind. Chauffeur comes up with the two, the only guy who stayed active. And Nanterre get a bonus. They really needed that. Gamble in the post. Ball knocked away, he should stay with, and does stay with Bonn. Coach Donadieu knows that probably these next 3 minutes are going to be crucial. Mayo, nowhere to go. Hill's the guy who picks it up off the glass. He's fouled again. Well, the stories have always been about Malcolm Hill's ability to score, but the guy works hard. Tough play, comes up and finds himself on the free throw line again. This will be his 6th and 7th trip to the line. Perfect so far. And only 2 points going into half-time already. Moving on to 12. And we're back to a 9-point game. And Bonn will want to win the last part of this third period, and that will put them right back in this game. Schuler comes through the traffic. Needs a pass. Detail on the inside. Double team comes. And Hill may have jammed his finger on that one.
Foul geht gegen die Baskets Nummer 15. Malcolm Hill, erstes Foul. Number 15, first person.
Well, he close to getting a piece. Easy. A little hang time off the glass for two. And Bonn just can't get over the hump for this 11 or 9-point advantage. Patolo looking down low. Gamble wants a touch, gets a touch. Baseline, inside, kicks it. Hill for three. Is off. Wow, great ball by Bartolo. Hill with a little floater, can't get it to drop, and Imanisi comes down with it. Two good looks from Malcolm Hill, he can't complete either. Schuler, little pick and pop action. Imanisi for three, got it. Imanisi's just knocked down 5 straight points. And what was looking like the momentum swing of Bonn coming back, Nanterre just break it out to 14 again. Mayo kicks it. Curry goes down low to Gamble. The ball gets stuck. Has to try and really work and force. Great defensive effort. Dictate comes up with a block. Imanisi for three. Back-to-back threes. 8 points in a row. Hugo Imanisi just opens it right up for Nanterre. And all the momentum built in that third quarter just evaporates. And Bonn take the timeout. And they trail by 17. It was 9, and an 8-0 run just re-establishes control for Nanterre.
More than 3 fouls, more on Heiko. Go with two side run, be ready, run. Hello. Make good screen, yo. Good screen, Joe. Hello. What's it? Go, Joe. Malcolm. Go, run, read the game. Allez, on finit bien là, allez.
Instruction mit dem Basket Stance Team. Dankeschön.
Goes down low. Gamble again. Nice find. Bartolo thought about the short jump shot. Goes inside, draws contact. Will go to the free throw line, and they had to stop the bleeding, and Bonn have. So he goes 2 for 2 from the line. Now it's about stop and score. Imanizi. Shafatzik for 3 is short. Defensive rebound. Hill has it and he'll bring it. Hill off the pick, needs a pass, finds one. Bartolo's got to hit the second side and does. Klein gets in the lane, feels a little heat, somehow manufactures the shot. Cuts it to a 13-point game. Nice response by Bonn to that burst by Nanterre. Another stop required now going into the end of the third. Schuler has it, always under control. Spins, handles, draws contact from Curry. Josh Mayo checks back in. Last 37 seconds of the third. Schuler off the 2 screens. Ball's deflected. Who's coming down with that? Bonn get another stop. Chance to get it back to 10. Important momentum swing at the end of the third. Jurasic back in the game. Going against Imanizi. Has size, has strength. Feels the help. Got to go up. Goes inside. Gamble. Can't get the 2 to drop. Huge opportunity for Bonn. And it goes up begging again. Shafatzik will hold for the last one. It's blocked. Gamble just said no. We're not giving it up. 13-point margin, 3 seconds on the time. Well, I said who'd be a fan, who'd be a coach, who'd be a fan here. Feeling it. Schuler's got to get it away, inside, outside. Patel for the long 2, can't get it to drop. And Bonn with a little recovery going into the end of the third, just stay in contention. They trail 50-63 at the end of 3. But they're just about showing enough to demonstrate this is by no means done for Nanterre. Nanterre lead it 63-50 at the end of the third quarter.
Und für alle Zuschauer, die in der Edeka-Tiefgarage geparkt haben, gilt
On the screen, every time you go on the screen, set up good screen and roll to the basket all time. Good space in attack. First offense, move it, one down. First offense, one down. Good spacing, after that. Good screen, good spacing.
On continue comme ça. Attention, gérez bien les aides à l'opposé par rapport à Campbell. Alors, par rapport à Terren, quand il est enfermé, c'est pas la peine de venir comme des fous. Donc, contrôlez bien le rebond après. Ok, c'est les annonces qui vont être importantes. Bon, c'est pas
Well, it's been a great team performance by Nanterre on the road here. They have 4 guys in double digits. Murphy has 8 in addition to that. Kute has 6. Shafatzik, quiet night for him, 1 from 5 from the floor. If you're a Bonn fan, you're not going to like that because he's gonna get going soon. But this man, Indonesia, just exploded. 5 from 6 from the floor, 13 points. He really has sparked that lead. Bonn get us underway then in the fourth quarter. So important. Stops and scores 1 possession at a time. They showed enough in that third period to know they have a real shot at getting back into this. Curry goes inside. Brunig. Well, Brunig is having what in some parts of the world would be called a nightmare. Third time around the ring, he's just blown a wide open look. It's too easy almost. Shafatzik goes inside. Great ball movement. Shufei for 3. Nanterre underline their performance tonight so far. That's just tremendous ball movement. Shufei with the 3. 2 from 3 from the floor. Klein really struggling here. Has to fire up the 3. Not really what they wanted. No one else touched the ball. Compare that to Nanterre the last time down the floor. 4 guys had it in no time before Shufei made the 3. Oh, great seal. Dictate doesn't like what he has. Now goes up with a jump hook off the glass for 2. Nanterre putting on a clinic in the last few minutes. Inside, outside, ball movement. It's all out there. It's all for you to see. Brunig goes up. The nightmare continues for Martin Brunig. Brunig just can't get himself going at all this evening. It's 1 for 4 from the field, and the 3 is Mr. Bimbani. Shula draws contact. Will go to the free throw line, and Brunig's night gets worse. Well, Bonn with the nice start to the third quarter just goes completely awry. Coach Klunis takes the timeout. When we come back, Schuler will be on the free throw line to make this a 20-point game. It's never over till it's over, but Bonn in control. Nanterre will lead it 70-50. And there's your number, 3 from 17 for 18% from the three-point line, compared to a 44% haul for Nanterre, 12 for 27. And they have some real highlights. Petaway's gone 3 from 4. Indonezia's gone 3 from 4. Murphy's gone 2 for 2. Sure, they've had some guys throw it up and not really get it done, but Nanterre, 13 points from turnovers. And as we've said before in tonight's game, Nanterre looked like a team trying to go top of the group. Bonn looked like a team is really trying to struggle to find its identity in this competition. That play summed it up. Dicté had a chance to go to the hoop, kicked it to the open man, help drawn, wide open. Chouffet knocks down the three. And Schüler with a chance to make this a 20-point game. 8 minutes is an eternity in basketball. Well, I just think when you needed some sort of hope, light at the end of the tunnel, Schüler goes 2 for 5 from the free throw line, misses both. Mayo, great hard show, great scramble, and a poor foul by Chouffet, but Nanterre just continue to build on this momentum that they've developed in this game. It was a tough loss in Pro A at the weekend, but it was a close loss. Curry, feet set for three. Just can't get it going at all. Make that 1 for 7 from the field. Shafatsik. Pedaway gets it back to Shafatsik. Takes this ball screen, hard show, needs a pass. Dicté inside, got to put it up. Has to put it up, takes the running hook off the glass. Doesn't get it to drop. 24 ticks off the clock. And Nanterre still with the 18-point advantage. Mayo. Well, a standstill free for Dusic is just buried from deep. Dusic from downtown. They'll need a few more of those to get right back in this. Chouffet, nowhere to go. Finds Shafatsik, hits the second side really quickly. Pedaway down the middle, in the lane for 2. Tough finish. Pedaway has exploded in this game. 13 personal, 4 from 6 from the floor. Done a really, really nice job. Real impact off the bench. Mayo gets to the glass, throws up a prayer, can't get it to drop, and Pedaway gets another positive stat. You'd hope Bonn will look at the way this Nanterre team plays, the way they share the basketball, the tempo offensively. Imanizi puts it on the floor, stops and pops, gets it to drop. And they roll out to a 19-point advantage, 6 to go in the fourth. Klein, nowhere to go. Dusic outside, thinks about the three. Now he puts it up. Back-to-back threes for the big man. Nemanja Dusic, back-to-back threes. Maybe a little too late. They need to find a way to get Hill and Dusic in the game together. Dusic comes down with 4-on-3 break. Mayo for 3, can't get it to drop, and Imanizi comes down with a defensive rebound, and Shafatsik says, hey, Chouffet, you can bring it, I need a bro. Well, they took a little too long to get it over, as you can see. Possession goes to 15, therefore more than 8 in the backcourt. Aminou checks back in. Life doesn't get any easier if you're Bonn. Five minutes for Bonn to find a way to get back in the game. Imanizi fouls as Dusic puts it on the floor. Curry gets it away quick. Hits the back of the backboard. No one has really got going from the three-point line. Hill's only 1 for 2, which again is a point we've made before. Has he got enough shots? Oh, Aminu just trundled down the lane. And Bonn have to be careful here. The chances of qualification for the top 16 may come down to points difference, may come down to how well they've done in particular games. So there's a reason here to stay with this. There's still plenty of time to make life interesting. Gamble again, goes up, cannot complete. And Gamble has 13 points personal. He's hasn't been as efficient as he would like. Pettaway, quick release is no good. Gamble finally comes down, but got to give it up. Extra pass, Klein wide open for 3, short. And Pettaway at the moment is like a stats magnet. Both ends of the floor, he's everywhere. Quick hands, he's still a stats magnet at the turnover. Curry, nowhere to go. DeLeo thinks about it, backs it out. Not looking to attack that. Comes off the screen, goes inside. Turnover. 3-on-2 break. Invernizzi for 2. Timeout. And emotion on the bench. There's not enough emotion on the floor for Bonn at the moment. Despondent walk back to the bench. Well, Gamble with 13, Usic with 12, Klein with 8. They've shot decent percentages. But overall, they're only shooting 35% from the floor, largely because of only under 22% from the three-point line. Well, losing can become a habit. Bonn lost at the weekend. They've only picked up the 1 win in the Champions League, the Basketball Champions League. And they trail here by 20 with 3 to go. The win in Arish, you thought, may have built some confidence, but Nanterre on a row with momentum. 3's gone, is off. They just cannot buy anything from the three-point line. Choufei has it. And Nanterre are going to try and manage this game out. Schuler and Shafatzik, and Choufei in the 1, 2, and 3 slots. Aminu with a ball screen for Schuler. Shafatzik, count it. Predictable is an understatement. Jamal Schuler comes off the screen, drags the defense. Shafatzik just lifts, wide open, knocks down the 3. We've got a 23-point game, and Nanterre are a joy to watch. Gamble inside out, they move it on. Klein knocks the 3 down. Well, Bonn currently sitting 9th in the Bundesliga in Germany. 4-3 record puts them 2 games back from Bayern Munich. Shafatzik kicks. Choufei in rhythm on the wing, knocks down the 3. Shafatzik applauds. And Nanterre have 82, and they have 82 at a good percentage. Choufei goes 2. A 2 from 3 from the three-point line. Curry sets himself, knocks the three down. It's all a little too late. Too little, too late for Bonn. And after the win last week, this will be a disappointment for the German club. Still to register a win at home makes qualification very difficult. Few French traveling fans are the only guys making noise in the gym. Nanterre on the verge of going joint top of the group. Enjoying their little trip to Bonn. What else should you rather be doing on a Tuesday night? Watching your club be successful in the Basketball Champions League. Nice road trip for the fans from Nanterre. Inside, outside. Leo's going to get another three go. Cannot find the range. Last minute. Hats off performance by Nanterre. Shooter turns it over. 2-on-1 break. Jurisic somehow keeps it alive. And again, 2-on-1, they come up empty. Curry can't get the three to drop. And Nanterre with 35 seconds remaining on the clock. Expect Choufei and the rest of his colleagues to just try and see this out now. Well, home crowd starting to lead, very, very disappointed. The night started very positively for Bonn. Opened out well at the beginning of the game, but once Nanterre got into rhythm, they led, and from halfway through the second quarter, they were always in control. Choufei comes off the screen, 10 on the possession. Maneuver three is no good. Jurisic will come down with the basketball. Jurisic puts it on the floor. Goes inside, little float of a shot is no good. And Nanterre will join Besiktas at the top of the group. Very, very professional performance on the road. You can see what the fans think of that. Difficult game for the home team. A period of the game, they got right back in it. But in the end, Nanterre have won this comfortably by 84-62. They would join Besiktas at the top of Group D and really put themselves in a very strong position for qualification to the round of 16. Here are the statistics: 60% from two and 45%, way too good for Bonn. A 10 rebound advantage, 26 assists, account for a large chunk of points. You've got to question Bonn's defensive application on the game. Team looks like it's struggling for continuity and balance. They've got plenty of time to get it right now. 17 points for Nanterre, 7 rebounds off the bench. Hardly played in that first half. Konate contributed as he always does. Aminou with 14 points and Petaway with 13 off the bench. In fact, Ivanese's points off the benches too this evening. That's a very, very complete and very, very comprehensive performance by Nanterre. These traveling fans will have a marvelous journey back. They would have enjoyed their trip to Bonn, the former capital of West Germany. And there is confirmation. Nanterre go to joint top with a 2-point advantage at least over the rest of the group. Nanterre could close to within 1 if they win tomorrow, as could Nürnberg. But at the moment, Nanterre have placed themselves in a very strong position. Malcolm Hill going through shot. They've got to find a way for him and Jurisic to play together. So Bonn, to an extent, back to the drawing board after the impressive win in Greece. They quite simply did not make enough open shots this evening. But they've got to regroup, get ready for the next Bundesliga game and their game next week. Because their trip next week, we'll see them welcome the other joint top of the table. Besiktas will be the visitors to Germany next week. So it doesn't get any easier. But then again, this is the Basketball Champions League. Nanterre will go back home to France to face Zielona from Poland, who could be just 1 place beneath them after tomorrow's games. So another big night. They're all big nights in the Basketball Champions League. Over 300 big nights across the competition. And if they're like this for Nanterre, I could see them go very, very deep into the Basketball Champions League. And it could be yet another European title for the club from the Paris suburbs. Invernizzi, big off the bench. 17 points personal in the game. Jurisic with his back-to-back threes during that fourth quarter was never going to be enough. Mohamedou combining here with Pedaway. Straightforward pick and roll, dive to the middle, no help. De Leo's hung out to dry on the weak side. And Aminu with the comprehensive finish. There goes Shafarczyk, would have enjoyed his trip back to Germany. The former German international, as we said before the game, orchestrated this team performance. Him and Schuler in the back court, great combination. And if the inside holds up for Nanterre, they're going to be a tough ask for anyone in the Basketball Champions League. Nice rhythm. Team that looks like it enjoys playing together and share the ball very, very well. 26 assists on tonight's game. Really was impressive. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you again tomorrow for more Champions League action. But for me, from Bonn, it's good night.